Hi, this is John from John's Tarot. Today I thought I would like to submit a little story for your approval. It's a little story about a spiritual experience I had, about 15 years ago. At that period of time, I had just quit practicing Buddhism. Buddhism was good for me, but I just felt the need to leave organized religion. And I was kind of searching around for a different type of spiritual connection. Also during that period of time, a very close friend of mine, he was a little older than me. His wife was in critical condition and she was on hospice. And during that period, she had passed away, and I was at the home when she passed. And my friend was so upset, he was so beside himself with grief, that he wouldn't believe that she had gone until I quietly told him that was true. And actually that kind of helped him. Anyway, fast forward about 6 months, and I'm going to take a solo backpacking trip up into the high Sierras. At that time, I was also reading a copy of William James' Varieties of Religious Experience. Not quite sure why I was reading that, it just interested me at the time. Well, I had to have him pack me and my equipment into the fourth recess over the Mono Pass. And I set up a base camp there at fourth recess, where I spent the night. And then the next day I packed up enough gear to last me 2 or 3 days, and I backpacked up to a place called Lower Hopkins Lake. Very pretty up there, but very isolated. And I was up there all alone by myself. Well, the human mind is very funny, and mine is no exception. All that quietness, I am used to a lot of input, a lot of stimulus, a lot of people telling me things. Oh, John, you're a wonderful nurse. Oh, John, you're a terrible nurse. Oh, John, do this. Oh, John, do that. Cars honking, traffic noises, sirens, televisions. We're bombarded with input all of our lives. Well, while I'm up there, there is no stimulus for my mind. So it started creating its own stimulus. I would hear my name. I would hear a bell. Of course, nobody was calling my name. Of course, there was no bell. There's no one up there. It was just my mind creating stimulus. But after about a day or so, it quieted down. And by the second night, I was perfectly happy. I was calm. I was relaxed. I had done some fishing and just relaxing. And I was in pretty good shape. I was enjoying it. So I stayed up there 2 nights. And then I backpacked down to my initial base camp. While at base camp, everything was fine. Over there at the fourth recess, I felt good. And I went to sleep. But when I woke up the next morning, my mind was strangely clear. The silence was deafening. And I had these powerful, overwhelming concepts. One was the concept of a higher power. And that concept went similar to this, along the Gaia principle. And that concept was that the earth is alive, the earth is a sentient consciousness. And I am made up of the same molecules as the earth. Every molecule in my body has come from the earth. So I am part of the earth. I am connected to the earth. I wasn't born into this world, I was born out of it. But the earth is also part of a larger consciousness. The consciousness of the solar system. The solar system is connected to the galaxy, and the galaxy is connected to other galaxies. And it's all connected, and I'm connected to it. They call it the Gaia principle. I was not aware of the Gaia principle before I had this experience. Also, I had the distinct impression that I had been living my life according to the philosophy of materialism. And what that means is that I had been informed by my society, by my culture, by my entertainment, of certain false beliefs. Those beliefs being that, well, first let me explain how those beliefs are given to you. easily through television. Television goes at a flicker rate of 60 hertz. At 60 hertz, that puts a human being in a subtle hypnotic state. While in that subtle hypnotic state, they fill you with all kinds of information. What you need to do to be happy. What products you need to buy to be happy. What food you need to buy to be happy. What car you need to drive to be happy. What you need to look like in order to be happy. And this I call the philosophy of materialism. The problem with the philosophy of materialism is that it's a lie. That this is information that is put into you from outside sources. Because as soon as that new car gets a scratch in it, that happiness is gone. As soon as that girlfriend says something you don't care for, that feeling is gone, or the initial feeling is gone. And you're on to the next thing, the next bit of materialism in order to maintain your happiness. But it came to me about what I did for my friend 6 months ago, how I was of true service to him in order to help him understand what he was going through. And I felt good about being able to be of service to my friend. And it's 6 months later, and I still feel good about the service I provided. I decided to call this the path of noble service. The path of noble service is where I quietly am helpful to those I encounter along my way on this earth. And that the path of noble service is what my higher power, what the earth has me here to do with my life. And when I am following the path of noble service, I am connected to what the higher power wants me to do. I am connected to the planet. I am connected to the universe. And I feel good about what I'm doing. Now, this is my concept of a higher power. This is my concept of how I should live. It may not necessarily be your concept, but for me it's been useful, and I feel very connected. And I hope you enjoyed this short audio file. I will post more as time goes by, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.